Welcome to the Amateur Renaissance Man podcast. We have a podcast. I'm Matt Winch with my pal and fellow Renaissance man, Gil Farrow.
Hello, Matt.
Hello, Gil.
Did that sound natural?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Anyway, we're here to talk about, just real casually and informally, about the website that we're making called Amateur Renaissance Man.
What is on the website?
Which on the... Excuse me?
What is on that website?
Good question. Well, basically it's a vlog of me in my spare time recording various activities that I like to engage in. And the point of the website is to, I guess, kind of commiserate with other amateur Renaissance men or real Renaissance men about the things that we like to do in our lives, you know, while we're busy taking care of our families and trying to make a living. One of the reasons that I started it is because I got a GoPro camera. And those things are so darn easy to use and record yourself. I guess the genesis of it was that I was taking these online golf lessons with Top Speed Golf, and I had to send in a recording of my swing for them to analyze and break down, you know? And it got me thinking, what?
I was going to say, and you thought it would be hysterical to share that with the world?
I guess so. I mean, I don't know if people are going to think it's hysterical.
It's not every day you encounter a golf swing.
You're supposed to be on my side as opposed to against me?
What does a Renaissance man, though, mean? Why don't you just call it, like, guy with job and hobby? Like, what's the Renaissance thing for?
I could have called it guy with job and hobby.
What does the Renaissance part mean?
Well, you know what a Renaissance man is, don't you?
I don't know. I mean, I thought a Renaissance person was somebody that did things new and different.
Well, it could be, but it's also somebody who's skillful at a lot of different disciplines.
I didn't know that. I thought it had to do with, like, enlightened almost. Maybe but I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I guess that's why I'm here, to make you look smart.
Well, you're mixing up the Enlightenment period with the Renaissance period, I think. Renaissance period. Da Vinci was the first Renaissance man.
Enlightened period was bowling, and Renaissance was golf. Is that it?
Yeah, Da Vinci had a great swing. So he was, you know, he painted the Mona Lisa, for God's sake. He invented the helicopter, sort of. You know, he was a genius. He was the first official Renaissance man when they started to coin the phrase. I don't know when they coined it, whether it was...
Because he was good at a lot of different things.
Yeah, during the Renaissance period.
I'm going to look it up.
You should look it up. And you know what? Go to Amateur Renaissance Man to find out what it is, Gil.
Why, do you have a definition?
I have a little short thing on the About page that describes what a Renaissance man is.
Oh, look, it says right there, Renaissance man, right there. Look, it's in the dictionary. A cultured man of the Renaissance who is knowledgeable, educated, or proficient in a wide range of fields. Well, there you go.
There you go.
Let me see. So, knowledgeable, maybe. Educated, proficient, Amateur, I see, and that's why it's amateur, because if a real Renaissance man is knowledgeable, educated, proficient, an amateur would be sort of not very knowledgeable, barely educated, and slightly proficient.
Exactly.
Okay, great.
There you go. You nailed it, man.
I'm in.
You answered your own question.
I did.
That's what an amateur Renaissance man is supposed to do. Get out there in the world and not have somebody figure things out for him. Damn it. Oh, I forgot that I'm recording myself. I'm about 15 feet away from my microphone. Jesus Christ. What kind of an amateur Renaissance man am I?
The first thing you have to get knowledgeable and educated on is how to record your voice. Hey, dude, I had to call you on the phone, and it took me about 5 minutes just to use the phone. That's how I haven't used a phone, like a regular phone, probably in like 2 years.
Yeah, me too. By the way, everybody, we're both editors. We've known each other for 1,000 years.
All right, well, let's see how this goes. So far, we're 8 minutes and 39 seconds into a scintillating call.
Already? Wow, time flies when you're having fun.
It sure does.
Hey, dude, you're great at this. What are you talking about? You're better at this than I am.
Says who?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
He has officially become my partner.
There's no ladies and gentlemen. Well, there's not going to be any ladies. I mean, that's going to be...
Sure there can be. I mean man in the broad sense of mankind.
The last thing women
does.
want nowadays is to get mansplained.
Align themselves with men?
No, but it's just like, this is just like mansplain central, right? Because you're basically going to be talking about how you're learning things and...
No, it's not.
Trust me, we don't even know when we're doing it.
Yeah, but I'm not mansplaining anything.
Okay, what are we doing?
Well, it's a process.
Talk about what you wanted to talk about. You wanted to talk about your golf, right?
Not necessarily.
Oh, well, what was on your mind?
Golf is a big part of it.
What was on your mind today?
The whole thing.
Oh, okay.
The entirety of what the website is about.
Okay, go for it. Let's do it. Ready, go.
Well,
And go.
okay, here's the thing. I think putting amateur and Renaissance man together is kind of funny because you see so many things on the internet of these experts telling us how to make a certain texture in Photoshop, or why does my audio tracks sometimes are muted even though I don't have mute on in Premiere Pro. And you go online and you Google it and somebody says try hitting the solo button on and off and it'll come back, and sure enough it does, right?
Yeah.
Now, I know how to do that, but I don't want to spend my time being like a self-designated expert on anything.
Got it.
Okay? Because there's a lot of gaps in my knowledge, especially
Right.
even when it comes to my own profession. For
There are-
example, I'm not very techie.
There are also a lot of gaps in your sanity. No, I get it. Also, there's a lot of responsibility. If you put yourself out there to be an expert, the great thing is you're an amateur, so even if you skip a week or a month posting, or you
Right.
spell things wrong, or you don't know what you're
Right?
talking
Like
about.
Renaissance, for example.
Did you
That's
spell
a
it
tough
wrong?
word to spell, man.
Is it? I wouldn't
No,
even-
in
I
the
couldn't
beginning
spell
I
it at
did, and
all.
I'm a great speller.
I'm a terrible speller, and also a terrible learner and reader
And person.
and person.
Like Jim Acosta. You're a terrible person. You're rude.
Donald Trump.
That poor guy, he's just standing there, and he's like the most unrude guy in the world.
Can you believe, though? I want to take a look at that for 1 second, even though this isn't probably going to be a political show. It's
not.
He got this innocent-looking young lady to attack a guy and attempt to pull a microphone out of his hand. Like, he couldn't even send one of the Secret Service guys to do it.
I know. The whole thing is just a massive shit show.
But he can embolden people. He can embolden people with his presence. I mean,
Well, I think that was probably her job.
her job is not to wrestle microphones away from men.
Yeah, it certainly isn't.
That is not in her job description. What do you have to do?
You're right.
And she had to try twice. It wasn't like she just said, hey, I'm going to make a cursory attempt here, and if he pulls back, I'm going to say, hey, he won't let me have it. She was like, like when you try and take something away from your kid,
Yeah.
you know? Mm-hmm. My kids do that. They block me. They do.
Well, you're very blockable.
They block my hands. I'm like, what are you doing? And then I try and take it, and then they just stiff arm me.
Well, you don't have the leadership strength of a Donald Trump.
I guess I need a lady.
You have the same gut and the same ass.
I need a lady I can sick on people. A young lady.
Use your wife.
I know. I do use my wife. That's exactly the next step that I take. I guess I am just like Donald Trump, because that's what I do. I say, Carissa, take the thing away from the kids. Anyway.
Well, hey, it's taking us 15 minutes to get to what the gist of the site is. It's amazing because there is a little gray area.
Oh, did you
here.
do it yet? Did you do it yet?
Dude, I'm making the site right now. Yeah.
No. Did you say what the site is about? Why does this podcast exist?
Let me go to the site because it helps us explain what. Here's how the site is a folksy
Jesus.
version of what everybody's doing these days,
Folksy.
which is basically streaming their life, right?
Right.
I guess in some ways I'm trying to appeal to a broad range of interests to get more followers, you know?
That's not going to work.
We've got that's another well, what's not going to work is my chin on camera, for God's sake.
Are you recording your face?
Yes, because it's attached to my body.
You use makeup and lighting, and you can.
No, I am not that. I am too lazy for that.
Why don't you use like a handkerchief or something and just hang it under your mouth?
I should, like a bandana around the bottom of my
Exactly.
face, like
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
rob a bank. Yeah, I should.
There you go.
So anyway, you fucking jackass. Anyway, so I just clamp the GoPro thing, which is really strong. The clamp. There's all different kinds of clamps and accessories you can get for these things, and I've gotten very far with just two that I like a lot. I don't even have a tripod. I don't need one.
In the notes, you put all the products that you use for affiliates. Like
Absolutely.
in my notes, I'm going to put phone. I used phone with buttons. And anytime someone buys a phone with buttons, I will get money.
You're gonna get 1/1,000,000th of a cent.
today I made this call on a phone with buttons. And I pressed, dude, there was like 3 buttons I had to press before I could even press the phone number. I mean, this is like...
Tell me about it.
I was like, oh my God.
We're so into technology, we can't do anything that's normal anymore.
We just got a phone in our house because the cell phones weren't working that great. So I lived in this house an entire year without a landline. And I still don't have a landline. It's an internet phone. So we don't even have a landline anymore.
We have a landline for our security system.
The phone with buttons people must be losing their minds. They have to make the buttons, valuable in some way. Like maybe they have different textures. Oh, that's a great idea, dude. Let's sell a phone.
Yeah, I'm sure there's...
You sure what? Somebody already has a phone where the buttons are different textures?
No, that they're having lots of spitballing, brainstorming sessions at their corporate offices trying to figure out how to survive.
Dude, let's sell a phone that has the buttons are different textures.
I'm in.
And you have to water like button number 1. You have to put little drops of water in it and little plant food because it's grass.
Uh-huh.
And then let's go through all the buttons today. On button number 2, it can maybe be like sandpaper.
How about button number 3 is a little worm that comes out. You can only press it when he pops his head up to get a breath of air.
Like a human nipple. Button 3 could be a human nipple.
There you go. There you go. All right, people out there in podcast land, get on it. So anyway.
Button 4.
Back to reality, ladies and gentlemen.
Could be like deer hair.
Back to reality, where I find myself weaving in and out of from time to time.
What can this phone do for you? Because everybody's going to go to like just Siri where you're saying everything, but then let's think about it. I think it's a great idea. It's a great opportunity. Give people a reason to press the buttons. Maybe you could put tricks, like if you press button number 5, it squirts water in somebody's face.
So glad that we're doing it this way so I can edit this whole section out. Anyway, we talked for 3 hours, Matt. How come the podcast is only 15 seconds long?
Well, because you're an a-hole.
Well, okay. Listen to what it says on the homepage.
Okay.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Nice.
Are you pretty good at a lot of different things, but not exactly world class at anything?
I'm not surprised you got the word Jack in there.
Welcome to the... Speaking of Jack, one of Gil's nicknames is Dribble Jack. World.
World. yeah, right. World. How about just... not even our wives are going to listen to this. Jack of all trades... Master of none. Keep going.
I did not come up with it, but that's what an amateur Renaissance man is.
Okay.
A real Renaissance man would be a master of several of those trades.
Okay. Great. Keep going.
For example, there's a offensive lineman, I think for the Ravens, who is a math genius. He's getting his PhD in mathematics from MIT. He would be a real Renaissance man.
Okay. Is this on the website?
No. Not yet.
Okay, so finish reading what you were reading.
Okay. So, are you pretty good at a lot of different things, but not exactly world class at anything? Welcome to the club! Amateur Renaissance Man explores life at home, work, on the playing field, and more. Join our community to exchange stories, ideas, tips, and tricks with other amateur Renaissance men. Together, let's show that Da Vinci a thing or two.
Nice. I like that.
And then there's a little button that has a link that says, "What is a Renaissance man?"
And you press it. This is great. So we're going through the website on the phone. That's good. Okay.
It says about I'm just trying to give you an idea so we can continue to talk.
Tell the people. That's great. Just tell them to visit the website.
Visit the website, everybody.
Because I seriously only have a couple more minutes. I mean, I don't have all day to sit
I want
here at
you
work.
to understand what it is. You also
that's good.
I'm very tired today, and I don't have a lot of brain power.
I have no skills or hobbies, by the way, so I'm perfect
or
for this
interest
show.
In
or
the
interest
podcast or the website.
People. That's right.
But you do have buttons.
I don't see why that wouldn't be a great idea.
It's a fantastic idea. We'll get on it. We're going to have a section about great ideas and business ideas.
People want to press buttons. Beep, boop, 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 beep, boop,
or we can try to leverage some of these ideas. For example, sharts. The shorts that looked like you pooped in your pants.
There was another one, actually. I think the better idea is, which somebody already had, but it's probably a better idea, is just to have the shorts, the underwear that collects your farts, so they don't smell. And you can fart in an elevator.
Yeah, they have that. It says like charcoal in them.
Yeah, Jesus, please cut that out.
No.
Jeez, wow.
So, about Renaissance man. In short, a Renaissance man, or polymath, is a person whose expertise spans a significant number of various subject areas. Example, Leonardo da Vinci, referring to the Renaissance period. For more information, please Google Renaissance man. I'm too tired to continue.
The audience is too tired to continue.
Good, then go to the website and click on something and go to Amazon so I can make 5/100ths of a penny. Leonardo da Vinci, or Vince as his friends called him, was the original Renaissance man. Now here I am trying to be funny, owing to the fact that he lived during the Renaissance period and was also a, quote, man. He was a master painter, scientist, philosopher, and could hit the golf ball a mile. Little known fact, he starred in such notable movies as The Titanic, Catch Me If You Can, and The Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
I'm pretending I'm mixing him up with Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's funny. I got it. You can edit out the silence. You can make it sound like we...
Or I can add a laugh track.
Yes, you can add a laugh track.
I think we should do that, Gil.
Here.
We're going to need all the help we can get.
I'm not interested in it. I don't care if anybody laughs. I'm just here to kill 30 minutes. I need to get that much closer to the grave.
Hey, there's another reason for people to listen to it.
Yes. They can listen to it in the car. I wonder if we should do something valuable. Like, should we talk about something valuable?
Oh, I'm trying.
What? How is that valuable?
But we went off on a tangent. Well, I'm getting to the valuable part.
Okay, get to it like now. Like the next thing out of your mouth, be valuable.
Laughing is valuable.
Great.
Okay, so I've got a section called leisure. And under leisure, I have photography, music, and sports. Okay, these are my 3 favorite things to do. And I've also got work. I mean, everybody has to work, right? So I've got...
Do you have work under the leisure section, Matt?
No, it's its own separate section, Gil.
Okay.
You condescending son of a bitch.
All right. I just wanted to make sure because you said I have a leisure section and then ba-ba-dee-beep-da-boop. And so I didn't know. Because I can't see the website, so...
Okay, there's a thing called trying to understand and another thing called trying not to understand.
Right.
Just to be a jackass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so jackasses try to not understand.
Hold on, let me look
Does
that
it use
up.
letters from the alphabet, Matt, or is it in Sanskrit?
We don't know because we can't see it because it's a podcast.
Right, exactly. Well, if you were any kind of an amateur Renaissance man, you might go to amateurrenaissanceman yourself during this podcast.
Exactly.
To get a better understanding of what it's all about.
So we don't have to explain what I can easily Google.
Right.
Right? So...
Anyway, so I've got, under work, I've got editing, and I'll talk a little bit. It's boring. So then I've got this section called Dadism.
Oh, way less boring.
Which, oh my God, what kind of a human being are you? Don't you like children? Don't you like being a dad?
I love my children, yes. I love my children. Yeah, I do.
Hate children in general, but you love your children. Why? Because I have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll get arrested. Okay, so then I've got a forum here.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, you can go on the forum and you can share stories, ideas, pictures, and more.
So it's like Instagram.
I started a post called Golf. From pros to regular Joes, this is where we talk golf.
There you go. Now you're talking.
0 views, 0 posts.
There you go. How do you spell Renaissance?
RENAISSANCE.
Oh, it's a funny word.
Yeah, it's tough. Hey, let me tell you something. I mean, I thought this was going to be a breeze, that I was just going to... It's harder than you think.
Everything's harder than I think.
Absolutely. It sure is. I agree. But I enjoy doing this. Let me tell you something, my friend.
Yeah.
I had a good time doing this.
Yeah, me too. I love talking to you.
It's going to be fun to see how it,
What was the first one? I think we're going to have whatchamacallit.
Yeah, we're going to have whatchamacallit.
We can have a bunch of good conversation.
That's what I mean.
Okay. Well, listen, grade my vocal pattern. Let's talk again soon. We basically are winding down the last minute. Thanks for inviting me to be part of your special show.
Yeah, it'll be about 20-25 minutes when I cut out some of the fat.
I would leave the button thing in there, though, because it's a great idea.
I will.
You don't have to. Okay, have a great day, buddy.
All right, you too. Talk to you soon.
Wait. We have to figure out how to sign off. Like, okay, well, thanks for spending the moment with us. Stay frosty. I don't know. Figure it out. I'll talk to you later.
Stay frosty.
Okay, bye.
Stay amateur renaissance-ish.
Stay confused. Stay
mediocre, everybody.
Stay mediocre. There you go. I love it. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Later.